I remember when I started working out, I became so addicted to it because I was seeing like every single muscle on my body start to grow. But then I had this weird thought. I had this thought, I was like, what if you can do like workouts but for your brain? But here's the thing, if my brain at the time had like a skill level, bro, it would be like level 0 or level 1 because I was addicted to things like scrolling, video games, junk food, porn. I was suffering from so many mental health issues like insecurity, depression, so many insecure and anxious thoughts. So in this video, I'm basically just gonna tell you 2 things that I do to basically do workouts for my brain. So there are basically 2 muscles that you can work out in your brain. It is motivation and control. So imagine you had like infinite motivation to do all your hard work and you had infinite control over all your bad habits and infinite control over like all your insecure and anxious thoughts. Bro, life would feel so damn good. So here's basically how to train your motivation. You need to go on a dopamine detox. So if you're a lot like my younger self, our baseline for dopamine is just so low. Like your dopamine is basically your motivation and it's so low you can't even do hard work and you just stay doing all the bad habits. And the bad thing is that it's like a loop. Every time you do these bad habits, it's like gets a super high spike in dopamine. It feels extremely good right now, like watching the porn, eating the junk food, playing the video games. It feels so damn good right now. But then your baseline goes below. So before you were up here, now you're down here. But when you kind of like do less of the bad habits and more of the good habits, when you do a good habit like working on your online business or going to the gym, stuff like that, it feels good, right? You feel good when you go work out. But it's nowhere near as high as like all the artificial shit like pornography, video games, junk food, scrolling. It's just a little small spike. But then your baseline is higher, so before you were down here, now you're up here. So basically, as you do these good habits over and over, and you're doing less of the bad ones, you are literally raising that baseline of dopamine, and you are more capable of doing hard work. You probably have some friends that like you wish would do this kind of lifestyle with you, but they just do not have like the same drive as you. Like I'll be honest, I had some friends and I tried to get them onto like dieting with me and all these things, working out. And they would just be like, oh nah man, and they would play video games while I was going to the gym. And eventually I cut those friends off, but it saddens me because I know that their dopamine was so low that they didn't even feel the need to improve. I remember that's what one of them said. I was like, dude, we needed like both be improving ourselves. So he was like, I just don't see any area in life I need to improve. Like it was like he just settled for so low, and you don't want to settle for low. You know this just as well as me. You want to have so much damn motivation to improve yourself. Like if you legit commit yourself to a dopamine detox, you will build more muscle, you will get more grades if you're in school, you will make more money from your online business if that's what you do. Like I'm telling you right now, every single aspect of your life can improve if you just train this muscle of your brain. Motivation, dopamine. I just want you to commit to this for like 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. Literally, I'm a little biased. Delete all your scrolling social media. Like the only reason you're allowed to use social media is talking to friends and watching educational content like this. Focus on things like working out, studying for your career, working on your business, and the habit I'll talk about later. Focus on all these things and focus on doing all the bad habits less. That's basically how you do this dopamine detox. And if you commit to this for like a month and you don't see any results, you can literally just say, okay, Carson lied. This was bullshit. I'm never gonna do it. But bro, I remember when I started dopamine detoxing, when I heard about it, dude, as soon as I started, like I immediately quit junk food when I heard about dopamine detox. Bro, it was like I awakened a new part of me because I was so addicted to junk food and video games that I quit it like that. Like literally instantly as soon as I learned about dopamine. And bro, I just felt an insane boost to motivation and drive to just like go out and conquer the world and go out and like work towards success. Like I genuinely think that dopamine detoxing is just as fundamental as things like going to the gym and starting a diet. And by the way, if you want my personal help with starting a dopamine detox and just living this kind of lifestyle that I preach on this channel, go check out top link in the description for our community. So the next thing that we are going to work out, that we're going to train, is going to be control. This is basically your ability to say no to all the bad habits and your ability to literally just look at all all your insecure and anxious thoughts and not let it control you. So the way we work it out is through meditation. Now, when I first heard about meditation, I'll be honest, I had the same thought as you're probably having right now. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna do this shit. This is weird. I could just skip this. But just hear me out real quick. Here's how it works. You close your eyes and you focus on your breath. You're gonna focus on like either the breath going through your nose or maybe the ups and downs of your breath or the way your stomach moves. You just have to focus on something, right? So do this with me right now. Close your eyes. Just try that. Literally pause the video and try focusing on your breath. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna be doing this practice for like a minute, let's say, and you're gonna get some random thought. You're gonna be thinking about something in the past, so just some random thought. You're not gonna be focusing. Now, the way you do the rep of this workout, like the bench press rep, like the bicep curl, the way you do the rep of this workout is you go back to focusing on your breath. So every time you get some random bullshit thought, you go back, oh no, I gotta keep focusing. This is why I'm meditating. I need to focus on my breath. Every time you do that, you are literally leveling up the ability to say no to bad habits. Like, bro, I remember I was able to quit junk food so easily. I was able to quit video games so easily. But I always struggled with porn addiction. That was always the thing I struggled with. And I wasn't meditating at the time, but as soon as I started getting consistent and meditating for like 5 minutes a day, dude, it became like so much more easy to quit. And it's all because you're literally training your ability to control your mind. Like, let's say you feel lustful, right? Instead of just like connecting the emotion to action, you can kind of look at it for what it is and be like, yeah, man, I'm a young dude. Of course I'm gonna get horny, but it's like, I don't have to do this. I know I'll feel shame if I indulge in this emotion, so I'm just not gonna do it. And it's kind of weird because you've always had this logical thought that, let's say porn is bad, but it's like you can't control your brain. It literally just indulges in it. You'll be sit there in bed and you'll be like, I'm not gonna do it, and then you end up doing it. But I swear, when I started meditating, it became so much easier to, you feel lustful, right? You're human, it's not bad. But you can just like kind of smile because you know you're not gonna do it, and then you go to bed and you wake up the next morning and you can kind of look at last night and you'll be like, holy shit, I used to be so horrible with this addiction, but I'm actually making so much progress. Like it's been weeks since I watched that. Oh my God, I'm making so much progress. How you actually implement meditation though is you're gonna start with 1 minute a day. Now you're probably thinking, Carson, 1 minute isn't shit. Like I can do like 20 minutes, but I don't want you to start 20 minutes one day. Like today you start 20 minutes and then tomorrow you're like, oh, I don't feel like it, and then you just never meditate again. Here's how I started it. I started meditating literally 1 minute a day like a retard, okay? And then I moved to 2 minutes a day when I like got consistent with that for a week. Like I would skip some days and then I'll remember to do it. And then I got consistent with 2 minutes, and then I moved to 3, then to 5 minutes. And I got consistent with that, and I just kept doing that for like a month. It's kind of like progressive overload in the gym, like slowly adding the weight. And by the way, if you want like an app for this, I love this app. It's called Medito, Medito. It's free on the App Store. That's just the app that I've been using for a while. You just go on there and you like set a timer, and it has this little bell that rings, and you can just follow along with that. So I really hope this video helped you, because so many guys are like one-dimensional. So many guys, they're already going to the gym, which is awesome. It's not a bad thing that they're going to the gym. It's like they're eventually going to get the aesthetic body, but it's like you don't even train your mind. Like, they're probably still addicted to porn. They probably still scroll. And the weird thing is that it takes years to, I forgot to say this earlier, it takes years to get the aesthetic body from working out, right? But the thing is, with training your brain, like all these things, motivation and control, it literally takes like maybe 1 to 2 months. 1 to 2 months to basically get so much results in this area of life. That is insane. Like, this will literally transform your life forever, and it only takes like 1 or 2 months to fix this. Your drive to go out and chase success is so much higher than everyone else's. You will literally build more muscle. You will literally make more money in your business if that's what you do. Or you'll get better grades than everyone else. And you'll have the ability to control yourself from doing bad habits. And you'll be able to break free from like the chains of like looking at your insecure and anxious thoughts and just like letting them control you instead of you controlling them. I really hope this video helped. I just want to tell you one last thing. in my family, they always say that I'm like gifted with this. They always say like, "Oh, how can you resist so many of the bad habits? How are you so disciplined? You're always going to the gym. You're always working on YouTube. You're always doing martial arts." And it's not really a gift. I swear to you, I am so positive that it is because I committed myself to dopamine detoxing and meditating. I swear to you, I think that is what causes this. But if you want more advanced help, if you want my personal one-on-one help, go check out top link in the description for my school community, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.